Hey YouTube, this is KP with KP Details. Today I'm going to take you along as I put in my Lazy Susan for my pads on top of the Craftsman cabinet that I have where I keep all of my detailing towels. So as you can see, took all the drawers out, didn't want any shavings in there, used a 3/4 inch piece of plywood. I got my 4 wood screws, securing that to the top just so I can get a little bit of a thicker base on there. And then I have this Lazy Susan which is going to go on top. I'm using the Adams 5.5 inch pad holders, and I am measuring here to see exactly how tall my PVC is going to be without actually hitting the top of the van. I had a hacksaw, so that's what I used. Make sure to deburr the ends and follow the instructions on the pipe cement. So it's a OATEY PVC cement is what I use. Use your primer liberally. Use your actual cement liberally. You're putting it on both surfaces. So here I am reading the instructions because it's been a few years since I've really had to do any plumbing type work or really use a PVC for that. So making sure to go in both directions with my glue and my primer. Stick it on there with the little toilet flange, 3-inch toilet flange, and do a little quarter turn, and then you hold it down so that it bonds. Once it's finished bonding, you're free to do pretty much whatever you want to do with it. And in this case, it's making a carousel for my 5.5 inch pad holders. So I'm using, like I said, 4 5.5 inch pad holders. Used a Sharpie to mark where the holes were. And once I had that location, drilled it with a smaller bit, and then I used deck screws. I think it's just what I had with me right there, but in a plastic situation doesn't really matter quite as much. Once I had the entire width of it, then I had to dry fit to see exactly where I needed to put this so it could be as far forward, farther right as possible. I used wood glue to hold down the base of the Lazy Susan to the 3/4 inch plywood. I made some pilot holes. Here I'm making the pilot holes on the top of the Lazy Susan, and then I did just 4 screws through the 3-inch toilet flange into the top of the Lazy Susan, and that's how I have everything secured. So because I knew that this was the perfect spot because I had dry fitted it before, this made it a whole lot easier. I think I had to use 1-inch screws in this situation just because of the height of the flange and making sure, and of course I used wood screws since I was drilling into wood. And don't worry, down below in the description you're going to see all of the links to the majority of the items that I use, such as the toilet flange, 3-inch piece of plywood, things of that nature. All of these I was able to get at either Home Depot or Lowe's. So I'm using the 5.5 inch Adams pad holder. I was able to get 4 of them in there, which is perfect for the amount of pads that I have. And now put all of my drawers back in, make sure everything is locking again, and here we go. Here's the final product. I love this design. I'm able to see all of my pads. Please remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.